Welcome to the VarsityKansas.com Prep Football Preview. I am Joanna Chadwick with Tony Adame, and we are talking playoff football. It is a quarterfinals this week for all 11-man. It is semifinals for 8-man. And before we get started into the playoffs, we got to first talk about the allegations currently out there that a Goddard football player did punch a referee in the stomach, and that is now going to the district attorney's office of Sedgwick County. So we'll kind of have to wait to see how that does play out.
And Joanna's been covering that story great. We got 2 stories in so far. The initial one where the news broke a few days ago, and another follow-up today where Joanna reports that the Goddard police have filed a report.
Yep,
and
they're finished.
They're finished with it. And obviously this is concerning for the allegations and also on a national scale with John Jay High School in San Antonio earlier this season having a referee attacked. It's something that's really in kind of the national mind right now.
You know, I think that a lot of times people think that we should only be covering the happy things, and that's just not part of the job. I mean, I know the people that have come to me have just said, look, no referee should be attacked, and if that is what happened, certainly we're not. We're only going by what we see and writing about what.
Yeah, I mean, it's a serious allegation, so it's something we have to cover.
Exactly. Well, let's get into the high school football playoffs, and I am loving this Class 6A game. It is Lawrence Free State 7-3 at Northwest 10-0, and basically I want to say that whoever loses this game, there is no shame in your game.
No, Free State obviously has just had a little rough start, then has just picked it up, and Northwest has been the big story all year, undefeated. First time they've been 10-0 in school history, I believe, and going for 11-0, trying to do something no school. Northwest has never won a state championship in football.
And, my first year they played in a state championship
Lost to
game.
late the North.
Yep, that was incredible. And I believe Northwest can win this game. They played Free State a year ago. You were at that game.
Yep.
They made some mistakes in that game. They want to fix that.
Yeah, and it seems like they have so many. The leadership from the seniors is big there too. They have guys that have been in the program with Steve Martin now for 4 years, and some of them have been on the field for 4 years. And plus, just the Jaleel Rounds, Antonio Joyner combination in the backfield is something you don't see in high school sports very often.
Along with a quarterback who they truly believe in Kevin Folsom.
And whose knee gets better every week.
Exactly. All right. Also in Class 6A, Derby is at Junction City. That is 9-1 at the unbeaten Junction City. And this is another one of those games. I mean, you think that you'll see these types of games in the semifinals. Wow, what a matchup between these two schools. I'm going to take Derby in it just because, again, this is a team that I truly believe in, and with a quarterback in Brady Rust who is doing an incredible job in leading this team. Yeah,
Derby, I'm with you there on Derby, too. They've faced a lot tougher competition than Junction City in my mind, too. Some of the schools up there they played aren't that great. Derby has seen a lot of, the tough ones every year.
And what they did with Topeka last week, I mean, that was truly impressive. In Class 5A, it is Bishop Carroll at Heights. We've seen this game already. Once this year, Carroll took it to Heights. Heights is going to have to play unbelievably well to be able to get this win.
However, Carroll is dealing with some big-time injury issues, which it seems like we
hit.
say every week. Yeah, And I don't know how Adam Tice, their great running back, I don't know how much his ankle is totally healed. He looked like he didn't have all his breakaway speed last week, and they've dealt with injuries all year.
And Jake Allen gets injured.
And Jake Allen is hurt. I don't know if he'll be back. He had maybe he got dinged up a little bit. They didn't know if it was a concussion, but he got hit pretty hard. So, next man up there. It's how many men can they go? Yeah, this isn't as clear cut a game to me as maybe it would have been a couple weeks ago.
I don't know. I think that when Cannon filled in at quarterback last week, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, he just threw a lot of interceptions, though. So he
that
ran the ball well, but he can't turn the ball over as much as he did.
That is exactly true. All right, and Heights, of course, with their running game with a Rodney Murphy and a DeJuan Scott, they are dangerous.
Yeah,
they are. All right, the other 5A matchup is Eisenhower at May South. So you know what? Wichita area is destined for a championship team. Out of this Final Four is all Wichita area. Yeah. Eisenhower with a really good win over Cape. Eisenhower didn't necessarily look perfect in that game, but the thrill of winning your first playoff game was really fun to see for them. And, they go into playing May South, a team they've already beaten.
Yeah, and I feel like with Corey Frausto from May South, this big stage is kind of what he's been working toward for the last couple of years. And it'll be interesting to see how he performs because he's, this season has just become somebody who's been on Division I radar a little bit before, but he's really delivered this year. And to have this big a stage for him perform with so much at stake would be interesting to watch.
There's a lot of really good storylines in this game. I like it. Okay, Class 4A Division I, Buhler is at Hayden. Wow, do the games just get better the more we talk? I mean, my God, Buhler, who is such a good team with Jace Williams, who is another guy who just gets healthier.
Yeah.
Dylan England, a really good running back, and they're going into Hayden, the one-loss Hayden, who plays in a 6A dominated league, and this is going to be really tough to come away with this win.
Yeah, you make a great point about Jace Williams. Buhler's great, 6'5", 200-pound quarterback who, can kind of do it all. So the healthier he gets, the tougher they're going to be to beat. But, man, this is such a tough game to go on the road and play them.
It's so tough. I mean, coming out of that one, and, this is Hayden, they dropped down to 4A Division II next year, so it'll be interesting to see how they finish out. All right, Abilene is 9-1 there at Andover Central, which is 8-2. And Andover Central, they came away with a really good win last week in Independence. Peyton Huslick, to have him at quarterback, to have that quick strike ability and get the ball out to Daraja Parnell, along with Jordan Birch, and really a defense that's playing pretty well.
Yeah, talk about, the great weapons Northwest has. That 1-2 punch right there with Parnell and Birch is pretty amazing.
It really is, because Parnell, I think, could you play quarterback and get the ball to Parnell?
You just have to throw it up in the air. It's almost like 500 when you're a little kid.
Right, exactly.
Sorry, Peyton.
That's outstanding. Well, Peyton's a very good quarterback.
Yeah, we're not trying to take away from
him.
Yeah.
We're just giving Parnell props.
Yeah, Parnell props. You do a great job.
All right, Class 4A Division II, Andale is, their only two losses are to Buhler and Collegiate, and they lost to Collegiate by 1 in overtime. And they play at Hughton, which is 5-5. That's a long trip.
That's a heck of a trip. That's almost to Colorado.
That's a long trip. And, hopefully for both teams, the blizzard conditions will have abated by then. I pick Andale in this one. I just think their weapons are too much, and Hughton is not going to be able to play with that.
Yeah, going back to that competition, I covered football in Western Kansas. It's just every now and then there's a couple good teams, but it's tough to be consistent all year and see good competition. So they're going to have some this weekend.
Class 3A, Hoisington is at Halstead, and Hoisington with second straight week playing an unbeaten team. This is an incredible matchup between two Central Kansas League teams. I tell you, I've got a tough job picking this one. I'll take Halstead because I've had them ranked all year, but Hoisington is no joke.
I know a lot about Halstead, and I know their weapons. I don't know much about Hoisington other than that they're 11-0, which is obviously impressive.
Right. And Halstead, of course, trying to get back to the semifinals where it played last year and lost to Scott City. The other Class 3A game is going to be Collegiate, and they are playing host to Norton. This is the time of the year where Collegiate lost. They lost at Scott City in just a ridiculously cold and windy. Shocking, I know, right?
Can they be stopped this year, though?
I don't think I think Rossville will give them the best. However, this is a Norton team that did hold off and then come back and beat Scott City on Saturday, so it's going to be tough. But
Collegiate seems like they get better every week.
Yes.
Jeez.
I know. I think, and one thing that was pointed out last week, or just talking to Coach Mike Gear, is they're pushing this unfinished business. That was the motto. He said it took them like 30 seconds to come up with that motto. And he said, we walked out to Scott City and we're all bundled up, we're freezing, and they're in shirt sleeves throwing the ball around. There's a different sort of ability to adapt.
That's how you learn those lessons.
That's exactly right. Well, it should be a great Friday night and Saturday of high school football. I hope you get out to a game. Thanks so much for watching.